yo, Sinjin, need someone from MCC Rising, do you want to join a team? He's like, no, I don't think I stand a chance of getting in. I was like, that's cool. So our application is a little bit similar to yours, kind of a rerun of history, but from me is so I got invited to a good few teams. So obviously for the last MCC I applied with the Blue Bedrockers. We made a really good video, really high edited, really great, but looking back on it, we had numbers in the application, which we had, and we didn't really show too much of a team dynamic, but then we did have the predictions. I showed the prediction and stuff, but it just wasn't enough to carry us. This year, I got invited to a good few teams, and I asked Potato Pie, but he said he wanted to make a Blue Bedrockers rerun. I don't really Bedrocks anymore. And so I got invited to a few teams. I said, I'll happily join, but I really want to make a PowerPoint. Well, PowerPoint. I said, like, it's not been done before. No one did it last year. I think apparently there was a team that did it this year. There's like a Sapphire slideshows or something, which is, I mean, I want to hope that they had the idea anyways. It did come out on the last day, so I'm not going to say they copied us, but like, you know, Purple PowerPoints.
But they definitely copied you, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, their one is really different to us. That's the thing. Like, there's one. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm sure it's just an honest mistake.
Yeah. So a lot of people, like, I'm not saying a lot, like a few people, and it's like, oh, like, you know. So and then one person who were meant to be on our team. I'm not going to say their name, but they didn't. Chose not to be on our team, and because they were contemplating, and they said, oh, like, I kind of want to stand a chance. I was like, yeah, that's fair. I said it to them. I said, if you want to have fun and stand a chance, then go ahead. But if you really want to try for it, probably best not to join my team. So I contacted Rory Animates. I'm like, Rory, have you got an MCC Rising team? He's like, no. I'm like, do you want to be on an MCC? He's like, sure, what we got? So I'm going to be making a PowerPoint. And then I paused and I was like, I messaged him. I paused. I was like, oh no. And then he's like, sure. I was like, okay. So we got Rory, and then I contacted one of my mods, Sinjin. He does a bit of content here and there. He taught me how to speedrun, which I mentioned 3 times in the PowerPoint. And I messaged him and I'm like, I'm like, do you want to, I can't remember the message off the top of my head. I'm like, yo, Sinjin, need someone from MCC Rising, do you want to join a team? He's like, no, I don't think I stand a chance of getting in. I was like, that's cool. I said, but do you want to join my MCC Rising team? He's like, oh, you know, like, I just don't think I don't think I'll get in, so I don't want to run chances. I said, that's really cool. Do you want to join my MCC Rising team? He's like, okay, screw it, I'll join then. I said, all right, perfect, thank you. So Sinjin joined, kind of like, I guess, with your thing of you not wanting to and then ended up joining, but different scenario.
Yeah.
And then me and Rory were in a call for like 2 hours looking for a 4th person, and contacted a few people. Everyone had teams, blah blah blah. And then Moonite, someone we know from Crown Quest, actually, Rory contacts her. She's like, yeah, I'm down. I'm like, okay, sick. And she was like contemplating. So I went to her stream and I was watching her. I said, I really like her vibes, and I subbed to her, not to bribe her, contour to popular belief, but like just kind of like to content. She's like, oh, you know what, you're trying to bribe me, screw it, I'm in. So I was like, all right, cool, that works. So then like the next day, Mooney was going on holiday. So this was the Thursday. Mooney, oh no, it wasn't. It was the Thursday. So Mooney was meant to be going on holiday. So I woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning, because she's on a different time zone, to voice call with her and record her lines for the PowerPoint, because I whipped up the PowerPoint myself. Obviously I screen shared it and let people change it how they wanted to, but also, so I'm only telling the story now because I've told it on stream, but I kind of want to put it into the podcast. So wake up thing, and I'm like, we're doing her PowerPoint. I'm like, okay, what do we do for your slide? And she couldn't think of anything. So I said, oh, you mentioned you have ADHD, because we was on a call the night before and we were just laughing. We like instantly like matched vibes, which was great. We interacted before, but not like that. And so I'm like, you have ADHD, so we put down ADHD, and she's like, oh. So then I did the bounce animation to it, and we sat there in a call for like half an hour just laughing at the bounce animation, because we just found it funny. And then she's like, I said, that's it. I said, and she's like, what? I was like, that's it. We can just keep that for your side. She's all right. So we record her stuff, and then we pre-recorded like acting lines for something, because she was meant to be going on holiday. And then so be it. I go to work and I get a message at work. My holiday's been postponed till tomorrow because I got warning or whatever. So we can record tonight. I'm like, no way. So I go home from work, instantly jump in a VC, don't stream, jump in a VC with Rory, Sinjin and Mooney. I think we recorded it 6 different times. I load up the PowerPoint on my PC, screen share it to them, load up OBS like I have now and hit record. And we talked about this before the podcast. I literally only have my mic and desktop audio recorded. I don't have split audio or anything. I hit record, 6 different tries, 6 different things said every single time. And on the 6th try, it was like, this works, this is good. And then we just slapped it. And then it was like, crap, the PowerPoint needs to be in Minecraft. They say it needs to be in Minecraft. So it's like, what do? We just go in front of a board on MCC Island, slap the PowerPoint on it, and then bang, it's in Minecraft. So I know there's not much moving, but that was essentially how we made our application.
If it works, it works.
Well, I mean, if we get into MCC Rising, I mean, it's great. So
exactly, and you're gonna get in, bro. Trust.
I mean, I think it'll be carried by the original idea. I think we made a few mistakes though, of like, we mentioned other events, which I know apparently isn't taken too well. So I'm just kind of hoping it's taken looking all right. But we'll see. It's just a fun little podcast. It's a fun little PowerPoint, and like I told you before the podcast as well, and it's a mentality we have. It's either like, oh my god, we got into MCC Rising by making a PowerPoint, and that proves to people that you don't have to do stupidly high all the time. Don't have to do stupidly high edited videos, even though they look amazing. By the way, all the applications look amazing. You don't have to do that. Or we didn't get in, but we only did a PowerPoint. Because we've all got that mentality of like we think we stand a chance, but it's also a case of like, we're not going to get our hopes up. And by the time this podcast comes out, we most likely will know as well. So this podcast could be coming out, lads, and I could already know if I'm in MCC Rising, or you guys can know as well. So we'll see. So.